We'll be discussing about the implicit type conversion. So what do you mean by implicit type conversion? Mainly remember that any of the data type which is being converted to a different data type. So one data type which is being concerned with the another data type, that is said to be a implicit type. For example, if I want to, okay, here in the example only you should take care, like what happens is there shouldn't be any data loss when you consider any of the concept. It shouldn't be having any of the data loss when it is said to be considering the value. That much information you should be maintaining. That remember, what is implicit type conversion is nothing but it will be conversion of one value data type into a value of the another data type. Okay, for example, I may take the int value or a long value. So long has more specific like size than that of the int. So when I am putting the data into any of the specific other data type, it should be coping up with that particular data type. That much it should be remember, and shouldn't be having any data loss. Main important, when an implicit type conversion is being done, it shouldn't be having a data loss. And you can put in a larger data type, you can put a smaller one, but in a smaller one you cannot put the larger type. Remember, in long you can put int, but you can't put int in long. Okay, that is the thing. Like in the long concept you can insert the value of the int, but you can't put in the int value the long value. Remember. Okay, so here you can check out for the implicit typecasting which is being dealt here. Int I is equal to 5, so it has a value 5. Okay, the int value, it is said to be 5, it will be taken, so that I, it will be inserted into L. So L can manage that particular value, it can handle that particular value because it has the more memory space, it has more values within that. Okay, that is implicit casting. And type conversion, when you see here an example is there, the implicit type which you are said to be dealing with. Okay, you are said to be having an example here. You can check out what it does, the implicit and explicit, and another type is there called as explicit type. Explicit type is nothing but manually you are said to be converting from one data type to another data type. Okay, when I am said to be putting the value of one data type into another data type, I may be using an object, and through that object I may insert the value into another one. Okay, that happens. So you have the type operator. Mainly thing is that when you are converting, you are using the type operator when you are converting from one type to another type. The main aspect, remember here, through the example you will come to know what is explicit type conversion. In the example you can check out here what has happened. Okay, here you can check out one value is there. Here L, long L is equal to 5. Okay, L has the value 5. Okay, next when I am inserting the value I, in the int I, when I am putting this here, L also is being considered as what? Integer type, and that integer value is being stored in I. So whatever it is explicit, when I am taking the value and I am inserting into another data type, what happens is I am reducing that particular range, okay, range of that particular value of the data type, and then I am putting it into another type. So here it is said to be a long value, but here when I am inserting that L value into it, it will be taking that particular I int range only. Okay, so that is explicit type conversion. Here in the example you can consider what has happened. So in the example you have both the concept. You have the implicit and explicit. Here float value is said to be 1.74, and double value, the max height is height in meters it will be considered, and that value it is put in max height. Okay, so when I am converting into explicit type, what happens is you are using the keyword double here. So the double of your height meters, it is said to be put in the min height. It is said to be explicit. Here also it is said to be another type which is said to be of type float, and that float of max height is being put in actual height. So here it is double, but here it is float. Means what? Here this range of float is less than that of the double. So here whatever you are putting, first you have to convert it into particular type, and then you have to put the value. Here also you are converting into particular type, and then you are putting into the another one. When you lead to this one, when I am putting directly the value into some other type, it leads to a compilation error. So this shouldn't be there. So remember, whatever it is, explicitly you are converting or implicitly. You can say directly or indirectly, but it should be following that particular type in the concept. Okay. So next we move on to a concept called as expressions. You all know what do you mean by expressions. Expressions mainly consist of the operators, literals and the variables. So you have the operators, you have various literals here, you have the variables here, all those are there. So which are there in the expression. So those are the expressions. There are various examples. Here one example, here one example, which has various operators, variables and the literals within that. Okay. And expression are of two types. You can see here it is said to be of type the type of value, which is integer, real or boolean, or a value type. It is there, and an example is being considered here. You can check out what has happened in the example is here. You can check out in the int a is equal to a is nothing but 2 plus 3. So it's also an expression where a value comes as 5. So next in the another type, b is equal to a plus 3 multiplied by a. So all these expressions when they are calculated, you have b is equal to 12. So b, when it is being calculated, the a value of the previous one is considered here. So next position, what has happened is it is said to be resulting in a boolean type, where boolean type it gives a result which is true or false. So here the boolean expressions are being considered here. The result it will be in boolean, and it will be resulted in boolean. If it is true, it will give true, or if it is false, it will be giving the result as false. So here various types are being used, the operators are being used, and even the variables and the literals are being used when you consider an expression. So this is the part of an expression type which you have learned. So in this session you have learned about what is implicit and explicit casting, and you have learned about the types of expressions which are involved in the C#. Okay, thank you.